Well, first is a welcome. I am Chaitra Vedalapalli. I'm one of the co-founder and president of Women in Cloud. With me, I have Riza Noel. She is actually the global events leader for the Women in Cloud. So I'm so excited she's here. What we want to talk about was utilizing the Women in Cloud digital network that was announced at the summit. And many of the community members came and said, can you tell us how to use it? How does this work? And basically the intent was created to make an inclusive digital platform for creating the economic access for women. And we partnered with Mighty Networks. This is a lady who has created Gina, and she's the co-founder of Mighty Networks. She created this technology, and we said we would love to adopt a technology and create a network that allows us to connect. We started within Facebook. That did not work well because not many people were there. We did it in LinkedIn. That did not work, so we had to really find an alternative one. What we were able to really accomplish is it's a private network, it's intimate, none of your data is mined by any of the social sites. So what you say here, it just stays here. So it is a really an intimate community that we can help each other and really drive the purpose of creating economic access. So what we will go today, we'll be talking about how to get engaged in the network because it is created for you and you should be using it. If you're not using it, then we have not created the right engagement model. So with that, we'll focus a lot on the demo today and focus on how you can all work together. We'll give you a couple of exercises to work together, okay? So next slide, Riza. So when you come in, when you are requested to join the community, it comes, this is the screen that shows up. It's a very simple screen. There's a video and you click request to join. And when you request to join, we actually look at their responses and then decide to get people in the community with the intention that they have, okay? Then to the next slide. There are 4 core areas that we are bringing together to create the economic access. One is the community engagement itself. You get to engage with the community through relevant articles, events, and job opportunities, and really focusing on if there is a legislative work they are working on. This is a place you get to have your voice and be open to talking about it. Whether you're a pro or against doesn't really matter. What we want is you have a voice at the table, and that allows all of
I think they just went into a meeting.
Hold on, let's make sure. Nicole, can you get on me? Hold on, let me mute it. So the things that we have focused on is like core 4 areas, the community piece. You can share, you can have a voice at the experience within the community. The second one was a mentorship. Many community members asked for mentorship. So we launched the 1000 mentorship program at the summit in partnership with Tribute by Sarah Haggard and the Women in Tech Network. It's so amazing. 350 people have signed up, and already I think 15 of them already are engaged in a mentorship conversation. So if you have not done it, I would recommend you to have that. Either you become a mentor or a mentee, because these stories are the one which will help you advance your careers and also your business development if you're leading a business. The third area is the solution marketplace, which is coming together, where we will be highlighting all the solutions that are solutions and services, right? I would say product and services, all are that were created by women in the technology sector. So we aggregate and curate and have a case study around each one of them. So if an enterprise company comes in or a public sector comes in, we will have a list of all these solutions that you can actually engage in a conversation, and they can be part of the procurement vehicles. And the last one is the Digital Cloud Academy. This is a place where the community is going to work together with us to create the educational series that we would need to advance. So let's say we want students to be learning about AI. We should be able to create that, or curate other academies here so that it is relevant for them, because we want the community leaders to do that work. So that's the 4 components of the WIC digital network. Okay. Most of you will ask is, what are the things I can do and what should not I do? What we want to foster is an environment where healthy debate is encouraged and everyone is celebrated for sharing their questions, stories, and perspectives. And our goal is to build a welcoming community of women entrepreneurs and inclusive allies. Some of the do's is do conduct respectful conversation. Even if you do not like and you feel like throwing that plate on someone because they do not agree with you, don't. It's just a perspective. Respect that conversation. Do abide by the Women in Cloud Code of Conduct. It is very important that we respect each and every human in the community, and their voice is very important, and they're all working with us to create economic access. Do share knowledge. The more you share, you get to kind of collaborate with people and come together as a community, and do provide context on where you're coming from. Don't troll through the network trying to, have these conversations with people. Don't do the trolling. Don't create unnecessary agitation if it's not required. Don't spam people, and don't dominate the discussions in the community. So that way, it just kind of is a good rule of thumb to really create a positive magic within the community experience. Okay. So for today's agenda, I will have Riza to take us through the process where she will show you the demo of how to set up your profile, inviting members, creating a blog post and an article, how to have group chats, leading a group, adding events, and sharing job opportunities. And Riza, from here, you take on.
Okay, thank you so much, Chaitra. All right, everybody. So all of you are already on the WIC Digital Network, our online community. So I'm sure that you have started with the basics of setting up your profile, but there's a few features that you may not know about that you can take advantage of to really make sure your engagement is as good as it can be, and that you're getting connected with the right people. So first off, when you create your profile, you can go ahead and add in your location. This will make it easy for people to, in the online community, in Women in Cloud, to connect with you in your area and see, who near them is also in the Women in Cloud community, so that they can, request to meet with you, or, go grab a coffee. When you can also add in your profession, and I'll show you in just a sec how that ties as well to one of the main pages on Women in Cloud. That's a really handy tool where you can really identify who you are, and identify yourself as a resource for other people in the community to reach out to. Say they're looking for someone that's skilled in UI UX or something along those lines. You can add in your personal links. That would be your social media links if you'd like, and then add a little paragraph to introduce yourself. And here would show up any seminars that you're a part of or want to join. And that's our digital academy that Chaitra just spoke about. And you can see the groups and the different topics that you're a part of as well. Adding your profession. So this is the section I just spoke about. When you're on the main page of the online community, the WIC Digital Network, you'll notice to the left side of your screen most often there's a tab with lots of options that you can click into. When you go into your updating your profile, we have some standard professions there. You can choose the one that's most. I'll share the URL with you as well, Katie. Thank you. Chaitra, if you can add that into the chat box for me. So you can choose the profession that is most closest to what your actual profession is, and you will be populated in this list here. So see here, we have 14 members that have identified themselves as leaders in business development. So that's a way that you can do that, and that's where you populate that information. Getting started. So we have a discovery page, and I'm a little guilty of not always using this page, but it does have a lot of great information, and we'll go through that quickly as well when I dive into the full demo of everything you can see on here. But right off the top, you're going to see topics. You can see members that are near you. You can see featured content that's available on the site as well. So the discovery page is a good place to start if you're looking around for where to begin. If you have friends or colleagues, entrepreneurs, any community leaders that you'd like to invite to join the WIC Digital Network, it's very, very easy for you to do. All you have to do is click on members, and then you can click invite, and you would just be able to type in their email address, and it'll send them an invitation to join. And then they'll be directed to the page where, where'd it go? Oh my goodness, you guys lost. They'll be directed to this page where they'll be able to see the request to join. Okay. And whilst we go through that, I'm going to show you what happens right after they log in. And as I get back to my slides, just a second. So as the folks sign in, they get accepted. I'll show you right here what the discovery tool does, and we'll dive a little bit more into that when I go into the full demo. Okay, so you can, like I said, you can see the members near you, your topics, any top posts that have been shared, featured information, and upcoming events, and the top groups, top seminars, all of those things that we have in the community. Okay. So just getting back to the community engagement. Okay. So community is a really big part of the Women in Cloud, the Women in Cloud Digital Network, and Women in Cloud in general. So what that means is there's a couple of things that members don't really realize that they can do themselves. Everybody knows that you can easily make quick posts for yourself, and that's just like sharing simple text, any images, links. You can share a video, something that you think is important, relevant, great to share with the community. We want this space to feel more like almost like the warmth of a meetup group, and less like the disconnect of a more general Facebook type of experience or a LinkedIn group experience. So we want to encourage everybody to not be shy to connect with each other and share their stories. Okay. Articles and blog, they are very much like blog posts, but on the network they're referred to as articles. You can publish, long form content with images, video, and a lot of text formatting. You can create polls within the quick post as well. You can do, easy polling questions, multiple choice. So if you're looking to get feedback from a really active community, this is a great place to start. You can add in any events in your area or online, any live videos, local events that you'd like to share, that you can make available in the network. And it's on the discovery page if people are looking up events for things to do that next week. It's a great place to start out there. Creating an article / blog post. Okay, sorry.
So can you go to the people want to know how to create the profile. So can you go to
yes.
on your icon where it is and show them how the profile needs to be created?
Will do. Okay. So thank you, Chai. Sorry, I wasn't seeing the chat. Okay, so everybody, when you go into the network, you click on your profile icon at the top right, and you click on View Profile. Okay. When you go into View Profile, that's where it has all of the information that you can add in. So you can add in your profession. You can update it. You can edit your location so that it chooses your location automatically based on where you are. You can add in your personal links. So just click on one of those plus signs there, add in a little bit about you, select your location, add in your profession, as I mentioned before, your personal links and introduction, so to introduce yourself to the community. And then add in your time zone so it can, so it knows when to kind of send you notifications. This is where you can change groups that you're in, add yourself to different groups, or add yourself to other topics that are important to you. And then once you're finished, all you do is to click save. And there you have it. Okay, so again, just quickly, to make any changes to your profile, notifications, things like that, you're going to click on your image icon at the very top left of the screen. You can change your settings or anything else like that. Okay, is that helpful? Okay, I'm going to.
Yes, Raisa, thank you.
Said yes. Great. All right. I'm going to keep going through this just a little bit to give you, and these have some screenshots that I'll walk through as well when we do the full demo. So here we made it so that all members have the ability to share an article or blog post. So right away, you can, when you click on your plus sign, when you're on your home page here and you want to go in and add a quick post, you can make a quick post, article, question or poll, or an event. So this plus sign is your friend here. Or if you start typing in this field normally appears as a blank area where you want to start sharing what's on your mind. Once you click into this field, it gives you the option here to expand to article. So you're going to want to look for that, and I'll show you where that is as well. And this is, it'll create a page that makes it really beautiful for you to post up a nice article with a nice heading and everything. To connect with others. Connecting with others on the community is really very unique and interesting. So you can search for people, individual members for one-to-one chats. Just search for them and have a one-to-one conversation with them. Or there's a way that you can do an all-member chat, okay? And this will show, open up a chat with all of the people that are currently online if you want to just start a conversation that way. You can also begin chat conversations in specific groups, okay? So if you're a part of, say, the volunteer group, you can start a chat with all of the members that are online and only in the volunteer group. So speaking of groups, we're going to talk now about leading a group. There's a few people in the community that have different things that they want to really engage with others about and have vibrant conversations with. So all you need to do is to request a group creation from the Wix moderators, and that would be myself or Chaitra. And we, once you have your group title, you'll need a tagline, a little description, and what the intention is really behind your group. And then we'll prepare the group for you and set you up as a host. So you're leading that group. Once your group is all set up, you have been assigned as a host, you're able to invite current members that are in the online community. You're also able to invite new members to specifically join that group that you've set up. So they will in turn join the online community, the WIC Digital Network, and also your specific group. And we just want you to make sure that you engage in regular conversations and continue to moderate the experience for your group community. So once you're a host, you'll have this little icon here that shows up on your page for your group. And I'll go into that again a bit more. Adding an event. Now, this is something that I've seen a lot of people taking advantage of it already, but I don't want you to feel shy about it. This is a great way for people that are all over the place. We have community members that are across the world now, and we're continuing to expand Women in Cloud. So we really want people to feel empowered to share different things that are going on in their community, different webinars, live experiences, live videos, online meetings. You know, all of these are different things that you can add in when you're creating an event. And to do that, all you would do again is go into events, which would be on the left side of your screen. Click on that plus sign there and create what type of event it is and add in all of the necessary information. And folks can RSVP right there. So you have, you know, a little bit more information on who's going to be joining, and you can message back and forth with those folks. So before I go into the mentorship section, I'm going to show you a bit about what I just discussed. So starting at the home page, there's a way right from the top. Let's talk about posts. Okay. Yes, yes, Emily. It is absolutely okay to post events for other organizations, but we want all of the things to, again, be very intentional. Don't begin, you know, treating it like a spam, or, you know, if you're posting things, you're not engaging with the community about what the intention is behind it and why you think it's important for people in Women in Cloud Network to be a part of it and to know why it's important. So those are things you really want to consider when you're posting something. But yes, absolutely, don't hesitate. Okay. So when you're starting.
And Emily, one more idea is, if you're part of an event organization, let's say you are helping lean in to host an event, or make sure that you are able to create that bridge between both our organization, absolutely you should be posting that, because we do respect most of the events. And if events are not in alignment to what we are trying to do, we will reach out to you and say, hey, this may not be the right event. But most of the time we want our community to share, because that's how you create access for others. If you don't share it, our community will not know about it. And by you sharing it, it's really, you're opening the door for them to be part of a different community. You never know who will get a job opportunity, or who will get that business opportunity, or something that they always aspired and your community opened that for them. So keep that in mind. You're creating access points and opening access for others, and events is a great way to do that one.
Great, thank you, Chaitra. So talking more about the different posts and things that you can create, once you go to your home screen, it makes it really easy for you to add in simple content. You can add in photos or video links, add any attachments, create a poll. Very, very simple to do. And you can also manage those things from here if you want to do create different items. You can also change what's showing on your feed. So I like to switch mine to everything, so I can always see what's going on. But I think the automatic feed that shows up is your personal feed. So you can change it to everything. You can change it to see what people are posting near you, any questions and polls, articles, or specific just events, you know. So it's a really great way to access that information there. We already spoke about the discovery section. I'm going to show you the members section as well. This part here is really a great tool. So near you, nobody's going to show up on my near you, because I haven't. Oh, it has set up. Okay, I did this morning. Okay, so near you, you can see all of the members that are closest to you, that you can, you know, chat with and start up a conversation with them. You can follow specific members that you'd like to talk with as well. We have the about section, which really gives you about what we're trying to do here with this online community and what Women in Cloud is all about. If you don't have the app on your phone, it's you can just add in your phone number here, and it'll text you the app, and you just log in very easily. Okay. We also have topics. Okay, so we have various topics very specific to Women in Cloud. We have stuff about the summit, policy advancement, global expansion in the different countries that we're going to, taking action, industry research. So topics and things are being added at different times, but we definitely like to keep conversations very, track them very, very easily. So if you're making a post, you can tag it to a specific topic so that, say, for example, taking action. Okay, there are certain folks following this taking action topic. So every time we make a post and we tag it to the topic of taking action, it'll appear in this feed here, which is really pretty cool. Events we spoke about as well, so you can set it to nearby. You can set it to see what you've posted, and just go through it and it orders by date, obviously, so you can see what's going on, where and when. Professions we already spoke about. Groups. This is a great spot. We're going to go into the 1,000 mentorships collective action very soon, but there's a couple of groups already created. But this is where, if you want to create a group, you're able to let us know, and we would help you get that group set up, and you can be leading it as the host. Okay, so right now we do have a group called the Job Opportunity Network, and I want to highlight that as well, so you can see the members that are a part of that network that are online right now. So you can chat with those folks directly. People can post if you're a hiring manager or you have a direct line to hiring. You know, we ask that you don't just post every single thing that's coming from your company as a job post. It has to. We ask that you just be very, very intentional, and really, if you are a part of the hiring team and are really looking for a job, that's the place you want to be. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our slides here. And Chaitra, I'll let you talk a bit about the mentorships piece and the solutions marketplace and the digital cloud academy.
Perfect. So with regards to the mentorship, last year, one of the big requests was, can we have mentorships created in an environment that our leaders can connect with other leaders, and how can we do a mutual mentorship, peer-to-peer mentorship? And based on that, what we did was we partnered with Sarah Haggard. She has a technology, her company is Tribute, and they built a technology for creating mentorship, not based on the title, but based on the experiences that you have in life, and help each other learn from each other. So that was the intention. So we partnered with Women in Tech Network and Tribute to bring this joint programming around mentorship. So what you really need to do is go download the app, create an account, and you will create your profile there, and you get to start mentoring or being a mentee, depending upon what your need is. You can make that happen. And use the WIC 1000 as your passkey. That's the code. And use WIC, X, the Women in Tech is the kind of the organization name. And then use WIC 1000 as a passkey to really get into the app. So I would recommend you guys to really consider using this particular capability for, being part, gaining mentorship or giving mentorship, depending upon how you want to perceive. And there's also an online group that we have created, with Sarah will be actually facilitating with the mentors and really providing them education, techniques, and tools that is required for the mentors to really provide a fantastic mentoring experience for the mentees. So that is coming, and probably you will see the next year at the summit, all the mentors who did the mentorship experiences, they will be recognized and also highlighted as a community that gave their time and their energy to advance others' growth. So that is a work that we are working on. The solution marketplace is really designed for having any, um, I would say, a woman entrepreneur who they have their solutions built on cloud. Either they're providing a product or a service which is really geared towards the cloud experience. So we are building a list. I would love to see a list of 1,000, solutions in there, which is really serving the enterprise market. I would say mid to enterprise market. And then we can go and work with the procurement vehicles and say, listen, here are all the resources. Can you work with them to create opportunities? Or is there a way we can actually develop them to get into the enterprise market? So right now we are working with, there is a way for you, if you have a solution or a service and want to be listed in the solution marketplace, let us know. We will provide you the form that you fill it in, because we have to create a compelling case study that becomes easier for people to know why they need to engage in that conversation. So we kind of create that a proper storyline, I would say a strategic narrative for any enterprise company to embrace a solution in their company. So that's coming. And then the Cloud Digital Academy was announced. It's a learning resource for women in the, Women in Cloud community. And the way it is designed, right now we are bringing is the Digital Cloud Academy for Women Entrepreneurs. So that would be a series of content that is focused on like 10 laws of cloud solution building. That was the session I did. So basically we are experimenting and putting that infrastructure together. What it is, it's a, think about like LinkedIn, Academy, right? So it's kind of the lynda.com, where it's a series of smaller bits of content that can be created. Because if you have to go to LinkedIn and get it done, it'll take a year for us. So we actually worked with the Mighty Network and say, can we do these seminars, or can we do these educational components that we can have, which is still a bite-sized content, and it's really created by our community. And we are experimenting, and that becomes an asset for all of you to participate. And this is going to happen probably in the next couple of weeks. It'll be available. So now if you have to create a digital course on our ecosystem, you can create course on leadership. You can create a course on technology or a business topic. Basically request that you are interested to create a digital course to either Riza or I. We will have a terms of engagement, what that looks like. You create a curriculum, what that curriculum, I would always say is 4-part series for any topic is a good way of creating a curriculum. Anytime over 4, I think it's overwhelming. Then you do schedule a recording in the studio. All these things are packaged, and then you are responsible for moderating the Q&A within your community. It's a way for you to provide education as a service for the community. So you may want to do it for free, or you may want to do it for a paid engagement. But point is, it allows you to create a digital course within the experience. And going to the next one is the site demo. I think that's what we have, right, Riza, or do we have anything else?
That's what we have. After that, we're just going to go over the code of conduct.
Yes, go ahead. You can take
any questions.
Yep. So the whole community will become really rich. Our goal is to get to 100,000 members in our community, and each and every one of you can do a significant contribution for bringing the community members. So if you go to the member section, Riza, if you go there, if you look at it, they are ambassadors. So if you look at people who are near you, which is very powerful. Like, I had no idea these were all the people who are near me, right? I can connect with them, I can engage with them, maybe have a coffee, we can have those conversation with them. The second part of the stuff is, who are the newest members? You can actually be an ambassador by welcoming them. So you can follow them, you can chat with them, say hello, make them feel warm welcome, right? That's important. Or you can invite them to a group that you are facilitating. You can also know the host of the, going to the third button, if you can go to the host. So these are all the people who are the host in the community. So you can always reach out to any one of us. And then you look at is the ambassadors. This is where you all come in, where you are inviting members to the community. Next year at the summit, we want to show, the theme is collective power. I want to have at least 100 ambassadors who are there on the stage and who have made this community the most vibrant community, where we can see, you can see Stacy here active, we have Alex active, Julie is active. So all of you get these golden stars because you have actually activated your network. So it's kind of like bringing the people into the network. And then you have this online people who are online right now. So you can actually have a conversation with them, and they are like, we can actually have a conversation with Neha or Natalia or Katie, right? And then if you go on the left, Riser, where there's chat, at any time you're on the network, you can look and start a conversation in a member chat. So Riza, just say hello to everyone and you guys can actually engage in a conversation, which is so powerful. So you're never alone. You have somebody from the network always there to have a discussion one-on-one or as a group, because that makes it really powerful. So leverage it, like leverage it for creating a bigger circle around you. Know people, connect with community, makes it really, really helpful for you to stay in touch with your community members here. Sounds good. You get to find some really cool women and who are doing some amazing work here, and also men too. So it's an inclusive community. It's not just for a woman or men. This is an inclusive community. Everybody's focused on creating economic access for each other. Okay, so that's the intention. So Reza, if you can go to the code of conduct, and then we can open it up for Q&A.
Okay. I think a couple of people are not on mute, so that's why I'm getting a bit of an echo.
Okay, I am going to mute Reza. So, okay, perfect.
Okay, great. Thank you, Chai. You too. You can mute yourself, please. All right. Thank you. Okay, so our code of conduct, this you'll find on our website, you'll find on our Mighty Network, at all of our events. It's really driven towards making sure that we maintain a completely harassment-free experience, community. You know, there are so many people all over the place that are a part of Women in Cloud, and we want it to be very, very inclusive. We don't want anybody to ever feel excluded. So no offensive comments are tolerated, you know, because we don't want to create that sort of environment. So if there's something happening in the community, if you are seeing any harassment, or you see some, if you notice a comment that you think should be flagged, let one of the moderators know, and we'll be sure to address it. But really, regardless of gender, age, sexual orientation, disability, physical appearance, race, ethnicity, religion, or technology choices, you know, we really want to be respectful of everybody that is a part of our community, because we are a welcoming and global organization. So we're going to open it up for questions now. Do you guys, was that helpful for everybody? Did you find, is there anything you want more information on?
Was that helpful? So I want to open it up for dialogue, because this is a community conversation. Was that helpful for all of you to see how to use the network?
Extremely.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Natalie, Emily.
And Chaitra, there was stuff on here that, sorry for the echo, but there was a lot of stuff that I didn't know about, so, that's newer, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Susan.
Yeah, no, it was helpful. I mean, I'm brand new and I just needed to kind of get a lay of the land and hear expectations, and so it was really helpful for me.
Awesome. And think about each of you to wear the brand ambassador and having each and everyone to bring like 3 to 5 members and work with them, because collectively you start to build as a community around it. If you want to have your own group that you want to facilitate, please be open, right? Because we want to help around the community building aspect of it, because this does not exist in the industry today. We want to create a collective voice, a collective action, and also collective power from each of us coming together to advance the economic access goal, and also really work with the United Nations saying we did it. We women have come together to address this topic, and we are working there to accomplish it. And if there is anything missing, we also need to know that. We just had a interesting situation in the LinkedIn, and people do get very personal because it's their community, and then the personal becomes where you go into a situation that you really don't. Just be open for everybody to share their voice and hear it out. And that's why I shared a article today about receiving feedback is also the best gift you can have, is receive it, understand, because everybody's working towards the same intention.
Mhm.
Yeah, is there a webinar feature in the platform? Yes, there is a webinar feature, and it is connected with the Zoom. So if you are planning to do a webinar and you want to use our infrastructure, we can definitely make that happen. Yeah, leverage it, like leverage all the capabilities in the system, because that allows you to create content, create your own unique community, engage in kind of a meaningful areas that help. So think about how we are focused on from a strategic level, and we are here to kind of facilitate that conversation to happen. Cool. Any other questions for you? If not, we will give you 15 minutes back and have your coffee and go enjoy the weather. And let's get connected. Sounds good?
Looks like there's
Thank
one more
you.
question from Emily.
Yeah.
Is there a standard pitch you can use to entice potential members to join?
We can give you, Emily, we have created like 3-4 lines of the content. We can definitely send you through the network itself so you can use it. Sounds good?
And Emily, let me actually show you something that shows up when you go to invite somebody. It comes with standard, a little bit of standard text to get started. So when you click on invite, it has a copy that's already plugged in there. So all you would be doing is adding email addresses. It basically says what the intention is about, and this is what you can do here. It takes a minute to sign up, and that's where you would get your points as well, raising your score on the ambassador score. So all you have to do is add in email addresses, and you can edit this message to make it more custom if you'd like as well. Okay, is that helpful?
Very much.
Great.
Awesome. And you can actually import your contacts, your CSV file, and you can do that, or you can use a link and you can send it out.
Yes. So I found the link works really well too. This will also help track your ambassador score. So if you're sharing it, in social or in an email, in a personal email you want to send rather than directly from the online network, you can do that as well. Okay, so you just copy your specific share link, and that's what you'll use to get people to sign up. And then we, the hosts, will receive a notification of it and review what they submitted once they hit that request to join page, and then we'll go ahead and approve their entry.
One of the things that I always get this request is I have posted an event can you guys amplify it? Absolutely. Like, if you feel like you want me or Riza to kind of just say like a recognition for this one, that, hey, this is an event by one of the community member, we would love you to consider going to that event, we can definitely do that endorsement for you. So please feel free to request for that. Don't be shy. If you ask, you will, majority of the time you will get it.
That's
If
right.
something do not, then we will tell you why. But I would say 99.9% of the time, you will usually hear an answer yes from me and Riza.
And there's another way I'll show you that we actually can do that as well. So what we would do more often than not when it's something in the community that where's the request for it to amplify a specific post or something like that, all we would do is go ahead and add it into featured. And then that way it will appear in the featured lineup here. And also in the featured lineup in top posts in discovery or featured lineup here. Okay, but all events are easily discoverable in the from the discovery page. Any other questions?
And engage in conversation, like write your, like, you know, use the comment section, like the conversation. That's how you build a really good relationship with each other. We already are over 700 people now in the network. I'm hoping that in the next 2 months, we will be close to 1,000. That means we actually technically are going to have a movement in a digital world, and we can shape any narrative. So it's very powerful, right? So you have 1,000 people that you can engage at any given time. And the best part is when you put a note, you actually are sending is an email notification that comes to all of us. And that is very, very powerful because it's connected online to your email. So people will receive that conversation. So if they are interested, they'll come in and jump into the conversation. Sounds good? And you can, you know, receive notification, or you want alerts, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Cool, that's all I have. If you have anything, please use the network, ask questions, we will answer it. This one will be recorded, and thank you for making time today. And let's get the 2020 started, and let's take collective action and create a thriving online community as well as offline community together. Sounds good? With that, bye guys. Bye,
Thank you,
gals.
everybody.
Bye, thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Bye.
bye-bye.